Our course is about using software to solve climate problems.
Software is probably the fastest moving type of technology that we have, and we need to move fast in climate. By infusing everything that we're doing with the best approach and the most climate aware approach to software, we can get to where we need to be.
We are Jamie and Jason. We're actually a husband and wife team. We're both full stack software engineers in the software industry for a decade. We've both been in and out of big tech, climate tech, startup unicorn. We've kind of seen it all. We've partnered with Teardo to develop this course, Software for Climate, to help other folks follow in our footsteps, transitioning their careers into climate. If you need a little extra kick in the pants, if you just need to pick up a few more concrete skills, the course is a really great place to do that. This course is broken down into 4 deep dives, which each explore a topic at the intersection of software and climate, and each also have you develop your own hands-on portfolio project. The course then culminates in a 3-week final project, which will merge your own unique background with the skills that you've developed in the course.
One of the portfolio pieces that we were really impressed by was some fellows who took what they learned in the data deep dive. They pulled some public data sets of emissions factors and energy usage in buildings in New York City, and they were able to do some really interesting visualizations and prioritization of what buildings are using the most energy and have the most emissions.
The one that always comes to mind, because I was just really impressed by how much this person did in a week and a half. This person had a background in education, and they married that with the software hardware interfaces components, and they created an entire website for basically selling climate hardware education kits to kids. And it's just a really cool merging of their past education experience and what they learned in this class, which was how easy it is actually to ramp up on some basic software hardware interface work and translate that all into a package that was kid friendly.
We've had people look at the greenhouse gas impact of their food that they buy and then go way beyond just their food to say, what might an average person's impact be? What might a person's impact be if they were affected by greenhouse gas labeling on the products that they're buying? And what would their impact look like if they were vegetarian or vegan? Based on the deep dive in energy modeling, we've had a ton of really interesting projects that are focusing on home energy emissions and home energy upgrades.
Yeah, so one specific example of this is Project Impactulator, which great name, which looked into trying to model the energy savings of home efficiency projects. So, for example, their example was if I insulate my cat door, how much does that translate into energy savings? So they did a really interesting modeling project with the counterfactual of how much energy you would have used if you didn't do this project.
And then looked at what types of homes would benefit the most and what locations you'd want to be to benefit the most.
In practice, and what we found in the cohorts that we've run, is that we've been able to develop a course that is accessible not only to a mid-career software engineer who works at some big tech company, but really anyone at any stage of their career and in any level of adjacency to software.
Every cohort has been better than the last, and I'm most excited about the next one coming up. So I hope you'll join us.